7 minutes is not a lot of time. I will talk fast and at you, but will happily catch up outside of this if you want to talk further. I shall also send you the presentation later, which includes links to all of the tools that we discussed today. Also, you can follow us on LinkedIn for latest tech updates, informative webinars, and so on. So here's all the things we're going to cover in that 7 minutes. So what is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence, and AI has been in our lives for a while now. If you use a modern mobile phone, a computer, or have walked into a modern shopping center within the last few years, then you would have interacted with AI at some point in time. So why are we hearing so much about AI now? The thing that changed is at the end of last year, a new technology named GPT 3.5 and a tool named ChatGPT were released. This made AI more powerful and accessible to all. Anyone can sign up for ChatGPT, and because it was a chatbot that uses natural language processing, this chatbot can understand human language and generate meaningful responses. This made AI more accessible, and you don't need to be a software developer or a techie person to use it. ChatGPT is accessed over 1.8 billion times per week, and it is the fastest adopted consumer app on record. Weeks after ChatGPT was launched, Microsoft purchased a majority stake in the AI platform. Then within weeks, Google and Amazon publicly released their own natural language processing models too. Now, Microsoft claim that with this advancement in tech, it's the equivalent of going from the bicycle to the steam engine since the launch of ChatGPT. Hence why we are hearing about it so much within the last few months. AI has been around for quite a long time now, but I want to talk to you about some new tools that are being used in everyday businesses. I used an app named Tome, and an animation on the right-hand side is one that I recorded of me actually using this tool. So what I've done is I typed in what I want my presentation to be about. Tome then built me a template with some of the text content and also generated unique images for the presentation all with AI. And this was done within about 30 seconds. I then used ChatGPT, which assisted me with writing this script and fact-checking some of the content. Now, I'm an IT expert and definitely not a wordsmith or a PowerPoint expert. And I estimate these two tools save me about 80% of the time to generate this presentation. Another use case is Microsoft Teams Speaker Coach. So I'm sure most people here would have had a Teams meeting, and there is a new option called Speaker Coach. And what this does, it will listen to what you're talking about in your meeting, and in real time, the Speaker Coach will provide feedback on the pace that you're speaking, if you're repeating the same words, and it will even go as far as telling you if you're using inclusive language or not. And then after the meeting, it will send you a summary report suggesting improvements for next time you run a similar meeting. Another use case is creating apps. I tell the new Microsoft Copilot to make me an app. An example of that could be, I need an app for my staff to report a safety incident in the warehouse. The safety manager needs to be informed by email within 15 minutes if the issue has not been resolved. Please make me an app for that. And Copilot will go off and build you an app in Microsoft 365 within minutes. Look, it won't complete the app, but it will usually get you about 90% of the way there, and then an experienced person can edit it from there. Now, if we go to sector-specific uses of AI, so in healthcare, AI medical imaging systems improve disease diagnosis accuracy for doctors. In finance, algorithms to detect fraud by analyzing financial transactions for anomalies. And in manufacturing, quality control systems that use computer vision and machine learning to detect defects in products during the production process are all being used right now in real-life scenarios. Artificial intelligence can be used for good and bad. Now, one of the examples of the bad is in the IT industry, and we see it here every day at Altas IT. The bad actors are using AI to their advantage to compromise businesses, and here's a use case. The bad actors are using AI to generate unique phishing emails, and this will make minor changes and personalize every email, which will make it far harder for email security tools to detect and block them. They've always done this, but they can now produce 1 million of these at the same time it used to take them to generate 1,000. We have co-hosted a webinar with a major security vendor on this back in May. I'll link to this, and if you're in charge of cybersecurity within any way inside your organization, this is well worth a watch. Right. For the good, while staying on this example, the security companies are developing their own AI to combat this. Their AI tools will scan billions of emails to pick up on patterns of the bad ones that get through. The AI will teach itself at a much faster rate and with less human interaction. And that's a massive improvement for the good. And I look at this as an AI arms race. Okay, so on to the future. What's coming up next in everyday business life? So Microsoft have branded their AI technology as Copilot. And in the coming months, you're going to see this baked into everyday tools such as Outlook, Word, Excel, and so on. On top of that, future releases of Windows are going to have Windows Copilot baked into their operating systems. And I look at this as having a virtual assistant running on your computer you can interact with via chat, and it's going to help you get stuff done, give you insights to your data, and also help you check your work. Technology is a fast-moving industry, and there's no doubt now AI is more accessible to all. It's going to be greatly accelerated in the very near future. Finish up, I want to show you this last slide with useful links to everything I have discussed. And if you haven't played with ChatGPT already, that is a fantastic place to start. It will probably blow your mind like it did mine. Thank you all for your time, and I would like to open up for any questions.